Go with me to Galatians, the 3rd chapter, reading from the 1st verse and in the Message version. You crazy Galatians, did someone put hex on you? Have you taken leave of your senses? Something crazy has happened. For it is obvious that you no longer have the crucified Christ in clear focus in your life. What brings blessing is Jesus. What brings manifestation is Jesus. And when Jesus is not the clear focus of your life, it means that something has gone wrong with you. It means that you are crazy, like he said. It means that you've gone leave from your senses. You cannot desire to be blessed and be outside God. You cannot desire to be elevated and your focus is not Jesus. Some people will be blessed here and some people may live here without nothing because their focus was in Jesus. Their focus was themselves. Let me help somebody. Every time Anna goes with her family to seek God, her husband gives double portion on her behalf. But her miracle never happened. Because something else had bewitched her. And that was anger and jealousy. And so even though the sacrifice was made for her, she was never able to cash it out. It's like somebody depositing money in your account and you go to the bank with no identification, no ID. The money is in the bank, but they can't give it to you because you can't be identified, because Christ is not your focus. Something else is your focus. And because, let me help somebody. When Laban decided to cheat Jacob, God told Jacob, put some elements in the water. When they come to drink, as they look at the thing, they become the thing. So if Christ is not in your focus, for you to become like him, but jealousy is your focus, hatred is your focus, unforgiveness is your focus, then you become that thing. For as a man thinketh. So how are you going to be blessed by the one that raised up one and bring down another when your focus is not on him? God is trying to help somebody today before the evening service. Because if you are here, like Anna used to do, go to every 48 hours in Jerusalem, and the husband will buy a first-class ticket while the other seat coach, so she can still get there. But because she was not focused on Jesus, she went every year and there was no show. Money was sitting in the account. And the painful part is that the account that she have is not the one that accumulates interest. It's the one that takes money from it every month and you don't have a particular amount inside. Until she decided to look like Jesus. And she decided that I need to put all these things aside and go and bow down and let him do something in me. That is why she could not even articulate her expressions. Because if she should articulate her expressions, she would have come from the place of her pain and her envy and her jealousy. And God was not ready for that. God was looking for her real identity. Because if she was not fully broken and she had that blessing, God would have missed out on Samuel. Because she would have taken Samuel as her prize to mock and to aggravate her rival. And God is not going to bless you to go and aggravate anybody. God is blessing you so that you can give him glory. God is blessing you so you can worship him. God is blessing you so you can fulfill your assignment. But she was so much not looking like Jesus. She had lost her mind. She's gone crazy. She talks anywhere to anybody until one night. Until one night she said, listen to me. I've been messing my own self up. I've been crazy. I think I've left my leave of my senses. I think Christ is no longer my focus. And went to the altar and couldn't express herself. Bang. She could not cash out her blessing. Because now she has the identity of Jesus. She had come to the place where, God, I am tired, you help me. For in your weakness, his strength is made perfect. Some of you think you can still carry your burden. Or I can fight them. Me, I know people. Keep fighting. Keep knowing people. Until you learn humility and say, God, I've come to the end of my rope. Only you can do this one. Listen, God, I put all my titles, everything down. Only you in these next few hours before I leave here can settle my circumstance. But if you still have the mentality of you can do it, then he will leave you to do it. Because you have not yet looked at him properly. You are still looking at your last name. Looking at your husband's last name. Looking at your finances, your education. You have him on this side. You see when you are driving and you don't set your driving mirror properly and it's looking somewhere and you can't really see anything? That's what you've done. You put Jesus on the... Like bang bang. Put them for, you know. You put Jesus for somewhere. And you are looking at your own image. And looking at your own self. And thinking that you can change lanes. From the lane that you are in, that you are suffering. That you can change lanes without not having the rear, the side mirror really telling you whether there's a 16-wheeler coming or a drunkard on that lane coming. And then you just move and then bang. Then you say, oh, God don't love me. No. You put Jesus on the bang bang. Oh, God is trying to help somebody. Because by the time we enter tonight, I said by the time we enter tonight, the heavens is ready to do you good. But we got to fix the altar. And the altar is not anybody but you and I. He said, Galatians, what's wrong with you? Have you lost your mind that you no longer know anything? You started in the spirit. Now you are carnal. You started, you began well. In the spirit. Now you are carnal. Listen to what Psalm 1 says very well. He said, he that walketh. That's the first thing he says, walketh. Then he said, standeth. Then he said, sit. When you sit, you are finished. Oh, you understand? He said, blessed is the man who does not walketh, stand, then sit. Your blessing will only come when you don't walk with the ungodly, where you don't sit with the scum. Can you put it up for me? Can you put it up for me, someone? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Blessed is the one that don't do that. You start small, you don't even know they are baiting you. Small. They're just calling you out. It's called bewitchment. Because you started well in the spirit. How come now You are carnal. I'm about to pray. But let me ask you a question. All of us are quick to judge Eve and Adam. But we are doing the same mistake today. They were bewitched. Now focus. Focus. God tells Adam, anything you call, I say yes, sir. God tells Adam, anything you say, I say yes, sir. I give you power. I give you dominion. Go and conquer. Eve came along. He said, Eve, you may be a woman, but I call you the same. You to what you call, I agree. You guys take charge of my most precious garden. Only one thing I have for you. Don't touch that thing there. That thing that looks so nice in the outside. It's not everything that glitter is gold. You see that one? Don't touch it. Yes, sir. They were ruling the whole place. Now hear this. In the cool of the day, when everything is sober, God comes to them. Now see the respect. Oh, you see, when you respect somebody, you go to them. We come to the house of God to worship. You go and see the president. When they come to you, they're giving you honor. In the cool of the day, God comes and gives them honor. So why in their wildest mind will they think that God is keeping something from them? Even to the day that they sinned, he still didn't see them as sinners. It was their mouth. That's why I say, watch what you say. It was their mouth that said, we are naked. If their mouth didn't say that, they would have been escaping. You and I would have been enjoying. We may not be doing it. We are 48 hours. All the blessings would have lined up. But because they opened their 32 and said what they were not supposed to say, we are now here at water. But God is helping us. I said God is helping us. I said God is helping us. I said God is helping us. Why in their wildest mind would they want to go and eat that thing? When the person that creates it shows them enough respect and come and sit with them. I think that's why Jeremiah 33:3 says it clearly. Cry unto me and I will answer you. And I will show you. He said, call unto me and I will answer thee and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. I will show you things that you can't comprehend. Give me the Message version. It breaks it down properly for me. Call to me and I will answer you. And I will tell you marvelous and wondrous things that you could never figure out on your own. The reason why you are struggling and the reason why you can't be blessed is because you are trying to figure things out by your wisdom, by your experience, by the challenges you've been through, by the people you've been around, but you still ain't able to figure it out. But in these 48 hours, I say in these 48 hours, we are crying, we are calling, we are screaming that he bless us, and he will. So my question, when we start praying, I need to pray with understanding that nobody's above this wicked thing called manipulation. So they have all this at their disposal. Prophet, and they still listen to the devil. They can hear God though in the cool of the day. They sit with him face to face in the cool of the day, but they still listen to this cockroach and doomed themselves. You can blame them all you want to, but most of us are going through the same thing today. Because that spirit of manipulation has been hiding in our emotions. This is what I want to do. No, this is not what you want to do. This is what you've been manipulated to do. Well, I'm just angry. Well, you are not angry. You have been stirred up to be angry to create a problem for your own self. Well, I don't like them, I hate them. Well, you got to love your brother, love your neighbor. So the enemy is setting you up so you can't get blessed. You are being manipulated. Well, as for me, I'll go and destroy them. For what? You are being manipulated. And you know why? The enemy wants you to do the dirty work. Oh, you don't understand? Let me break it down. Whatever a man soweth, seed time and harvest times are what? So why does he have to waste time to destroy you when he can get you to destroy this person so that when the harvest time comes, you destroy your own self? Balance it out. Oh, you are getting it. You are getting it. I'm grateful to God that you are getting it. I'm grateful to God because we are going to get blessed. So he manipulates them. They eat it. Now they're outside the garden. Thank God for Jesus that has brought us back. Now if you're clapping, clap and give God praise for Jesus. Now let's see how this wicked weapon works. Here comes Samson. They told him when he was growing up, you can't drink, oh. You can't cut your hair, oh. You can't follow those strange women. Simple. It's very simple, ain't it? Very, very easy. He grows up and he loves his liquor. My God. He knows which one is aged, which one is new. He knows which one is made out of grape. He knows which one. He knows everything about it. The very thing he's not supposed to drink and know. That's what he mastered in. He didn't stop there. He went to the very den that they told him don't go. Had the pomposity to tell the mother and father, I hear what you are saying, but let's go there and marry me that one. High level manipulation. Everything leading him to his destruction. They know if he goes straight to the women, he will know it's a manipulation. So they started with the drink. So they can distort his thinking. So they can get to his emotions. So they can move him away from his covenant because he's a Nazarite. He's not supposed to. So they have to pull him out of covenant. Remove Jesus from his focus. Whenever Jesus is out of your focus, that's how they hit you. So they first had to let him break covenant. So when he broke covenant, now no covenant was shielding him. So now he cannot go, they cannot push him to where they want to. Now, if a person asks you for the first time, where is your strength? And you told them a lie. And you woke up and the whole army is waiting for you. Does it not tell you you have a snitch? Then you come a second time. And then they ask you again. Then you tell them again. Then you open your eyes and they are all ready to bounce on you. Don't you think that's a snitch? But every day, he will come and not put his body, his head, his ability to focus. The Bible says, and Christ is the head of the man. They took away what God could sit on and help him. Are you getting me this now? The Bible says he's our crown of glory. The crown goes on the head. So if the enemy can take your head from focusing on Jesus, they can bewitch you. So he comes, he knows truth. He knows they want to kill him, but he comes and surrenders his head to Delilah's lap. Instead of surrounding his head to the crown of glory, instead of surrounding his head to the oil that God wants to anoint him so that the son of wickedness will not exert on his head, nor the enemy outweigh him. He comes and puts his head on Delilah's lap. A strong man kills anything that dares to stand him. But a bewitchment had made him a toothless bulldog and a puppet on the lap of a witch. Are you see how this thing works? Because when you start praying, I need you to check your life. I know I didn't need to do it to my boss because he's married. I know that. But just because I want to secure my job, that's the first bewitchment. It is God that establishes. I says this who? Promotion does not come from anybody, nor anywhere else. It comes from God. So first bewitchment, they make you lose focus from God, from Jesus, and look at your strength. Oh, if I do this. But that was the bait. So he slept the first night, slept the second night, so now the soul tie is strong. So now you can't just run away. Now they're not giving you the promotion. Now you're emotionally a wreck. Then you go home. If you're married, you start fighting your husband. If you're a single mother, your children are all dead on your hands. Your house is now in chaos, but it started by one manipulation. Just one, because you lose focus on Jesus. Let's take another way. Your house is always a battlefield because your mind always has been accessed to tell you a lie. So, I wanted to show a skit, but I didn't get my internet to do that. But for the first time, your spouse is coming home late. You called them a couple of times, no service, so they couldn't pick up. But because you've been through a lot, the enemy now begins to manipulate you. Take your face from Jesus, that all things will work together for your good. Take your face from Jesus, that what God does is always beautiful. Takes your eyes from Jesus, that 1,000 can fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but none shall come near your dwelling. Takes your face from Jesus and you go into your past. And every betrayal you've ever gone through shoots through your mind. And as your spouse walks through the door, you already been manipulated to create fire in your house. So the first thing that comes out of your mouth is not, hey, baby, are you okay? I was worried. Is everything all right? It's, where have you been? And where did you go? And you won't even give your spouse the opportunity to explain to you to kill the fire. Immediately you start firing all the cylinders. And after a while, your spouse gets fed up and also fires back. And this is the bewitchment. Because wherever there's strife and anger, there's always confusion. Are you getting me, somebody? We are here until God bless us. We want to deal with anything that will make us overstay. Once there's friction, angels move, no miracles. So whilst you are thinking, oh, I'm just trying to find out where he went, because you didn't have Christ, the Prince of Peace, to rule in your heart, so you can deliver the same thing, you create chaos. You go to work, and you're always short-tempered. There's this joke that we say. A guy was going to an interview. He drives into the parking lot. He crosses a guy. And when a guy wanted to talk to him, he gave him the middle finger. And the guy let him go. When he finally got to his interview, it was the guy that he gave the middle finger to. Now, you see, they didn't want him to get a job. So they manipulated his behavior ahead of time. So when he got to his miracle, he was denied. Are you getting the picture? Because when we start firing, I need you to fire. Let me end with this one. Ahithophel loved David so much. And he said to David, you are my best friend. I need to make sure you are secure. You know something? I found a guy. His name is Uriah. He knows all the languages of all the tribes around us. He knows how they deal with their culture and everything. You know something? I am going to lock this boy in. He also manipulated. I am going to manipulate this young boy by letting him marry my granddaughter and seal that deal for you, David. David said, man, you the best. You rock. You are my G, man. You got my 6. He was happy about that. Many years went by. He decided to be manipulated not to go to war. Like Dr. Bendoku said yesterday, resting between two he decided to rest, went to the rooftop. And listen to the level of the manipulation. That is your best friend's granddaughter. You want to tell me you don't know her? He starts up in the roof, says something very nice. Asks his armor bearer, who is that? That is your best friend's grandchild. And you don't know who she is. The manipulation already started. They have accessed what is in his bloodline. His eyes was not on Jesus at that time. His eyes was on that fine thing. And they accessed what was in his blood. That which defeated Judah. Even Abraham, their father himself. They now activate that bewitchment. And say, now go for your own friend's granddaughter. And he went for his own friend's granddaughter. That was not enough. Then they made him a murderer. You know why? Because the enemy knew the favor he had with God. And the enemy want to cause a pain. And the only way to cause the pain is to bewitch him to do a wrong thing. So when he did that move, God said the sword will not depart from your house. So everything was pain for David from that point. But Ahithophel did not know that David's judgment was worse than what he was looking for. He was also bewitched with anger. Blood for blood. That's why all of you that don't want to forgive, before prophets start tonight and miracles begin to flow, you better learn to forgive. Because it's unfair. He removed his eyes from God to vengeance. And at that point, he forgot that God gave him the wisdom he has, not for himself. He gave it because of David. And because he lose focus on that, his wisdom became nothing. When you lose focus from Jesus, your talent becomes nothing. Your gift becomes nothing. That's why he said they are full of hot air. Who bewitched them? They don't listen to anything. Because once Jesus is not the one you are listening to, you are in trouble. So here comes Ahithophel, the wise man, that knows that a son that fights with his father is doomed for death. Wise man that they said that when he spoke, it's like God has spoken. His words were sweet like honey. So he knows that what Absalom was doing to his father was wrong. Sleeping with his father's wives. He's a wise man to know, but he was bewitched by what was in his DNA, anger. And they used that bewitchment to destroy him because he had to hang himself and to kill Absalom. The enemy knows that when you start doing the job, you will get your reward. He doesn't have to worry about it. Apostle Prayer, what are you saying? Seed time, harvest time will never cease. Whatever you sow, he knows that. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together is what you get. So if he can get you to be bewitched, to do something wrong now, to affect you 20 years down the line, he will let you do it and you will think it's something small. But a snake in the garden becomes a dragon in Revelation. Before you make a move, the enemy has made 10 moves. And that's why you have to set your eyes on Jesus. This spirit and weapon of bewitchment is dangerous. Why will Cain look at Abel and kill him? Listen why he did that. Because if somebody else killed Cain, the curse continues. Blood for blood. That's why God was wise and said, we are ending it here. I mark you that nobody will touch you because I'm tired of having to avenge blood. They manipulated his anger to kill his brother. All he had to do was give the same sacrifice, which was better than killing his brother. But he was manipulated. Say manipulation. It's not my friend. I can't entertain it. It's my number one enemy. And this afternoon, it must be eradicated. It must be eradicated. It must be eradicated. I like the way you are quiet because it means that you are thinking. It means that you're applying the word to yourself. It means that you're doing a good work. It means that there's a circumcision going on. That's good. Because you cannot get blessing until you are circumcised. There must be a circumcision. The flesh have to die for you to have a blessing. Bewitchment. It messed Ahithophel up, messed David up. Bewitchment messed Judas up. Because Judas, in his own wisdom, thought that he could move Jesus from his path to his path. That is a physical warfare. And when that could not happen, he was manipulated. What are you talking, apostle of prayer? If he was not manipulated, why did he go and give them back their money? It's because when the veil rang, it came alive, his eye opened, and realized I messed up. How many times do we do things and we say, I messed up? All of you that like to put things on the internet, now that you are young, you put everything, show everything. When you marry an executive man, you become want to run for president, and they pull it out. You say it's the devil. No, it's not the devil, Lord. Now you welcome. If you package and if you store and if you put on there. See, the devil is very, very uncomfortable right now. So we are going to let the devil know that we don't care. How many of you don't care? How many of you want a miracle? How many of you, can you imagine Abraham climbing the mountain with his son? Knowing that he has to kill him, and he's still climbing and climbing and climbing. Not a short walk, and contemplating whether to go down and disobey God, but kept going. And when he got there, he got a miracle. We are about to get a miracle because we are about to go on a journey.